Well, hello there. Here's a cracking idea to get your words, the words on your copy, on your email, on your direct mail, on your web pages, on everything that you write. Get people to read them more often, and to get people more engaged with those words. Hello there, my name is Peter Thomson. I am the UK's most prolific information product creator, and over the last 27 years since I sold my business and semi-retired, I've been helping coaches, consultants, speakers and trainers to build for themselves a business and a life of choice, particularly showing people how to write, create and market informational products so they can reach more people than they ever dreamed possible. Now, this is a video in a series of videos that I call Persuasion in Print, and this cracking idea I've got for you today really will make a difference, and it will make sure that you get a higher conversion of your words, of the ideas that you craft. And by the way, just at the end of this video, I'll give you an extra benefit as this as well. But not only that, but it'll make people more engaged. You see, normally what's happening in somebody's mind, and this is a little four-word expression, which I'm going to change and it'll all come to life, is it for me? That's the question that people have got. They're reading something, they're going, is it for me? They're reading an email, they're reading a web page, they're reading a piece of direct mail, and they're going, is it for me? Now what we need to change that to is, it is for me. So rather than, is it for me, we want them thinking, it is for me. So how do we do that? Well, we've got to make sure that right up front in everything that we do in persuasion in print, we've got to make sure that it is for the person who is reading it, the individual who's reading it. And here's 5 key ideas that you can use to make sure that they believe it is for them. So the first thing is who are they? And if you know who they are, then tell them who they are, and therefore they'll know it is for them. Or what their situation is, so you have clarity on what the situation, so you describe if they're in this situation, then they'll know that it is for them. Or if it's a problem they've got, and you know that particular problem, and you know people like them have that problem, describe that problem, so that instead of them saying, is it for me, they're going, oh, it is for me. Or their opportunity, something that they're thinking and they might be worried they're going to miss out on, FOMO, fear of missing out. So can you describe that opportunity? Or how about this? If you could describe their title. So I'll give you an example of that. Let's say that you're dealing in the corporate world and you deal with managers in an HR department. So if you were explaining clearly at the start of your letter, email, whatever it was, that it was for managers working in an HR department, then somebody, instead of saying, is it for me, the woman is saying, it is for me. That's what we want. Simple and clear, isn't it? Simple and clear, so you can take it away. So let me summarize, and then I'll give you that extra benefit. So we want to change somebody's thinking when they're reading our material from, is it for me, to it is for me. And we various ways that we can do that, but just those 5 are who they are, their situation, their problem, their opportunity, and their title. Now, here's the extra bonus. You can use this on everything. So you can use it on your videos, you can use it on your speeches, you can use it on a webinar, you can use it all over the place when you're communicating with other people to make absolutely certain that they know it is for them. Now, if you've got any comments and you want to add to a dialogue on this, then by all means put them down there. And if you want to know more about what I do, then click through to my main website. At the moment, I'm doing lots of webinars on webinars, promotional webinars, and I'm doing webinars on how to run subscription and membership programs as well, having done that for over 20 years. So for the meantime, I wish you every success in your adventures in life as you have freedom from everything that may have held you back, and freedom to be, do and have, always in that order, to be, do and have, whatever you set your heart and mind upon. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Then click to watch the next video. Remember to visit our website at peterthomson.com and download your free copy of my latest book, How to Write Your Business Book in 5 days or less. Until next time, every success.